Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hey everybody, this is Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of Bellerophon and Pegasus. And the vocabulary words are spear.
Spear.
The museum has several spears from the Stone Age in its collection.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
There was a disgusting smell in the room.
Shane.
Not you.
Eventually. After looking all over the neighborhood, we eventually found our dog in the park.
Oh, good boy. Hey. Cripple. Troy was left crippled by the many injuries he'd suffered over the course of his career.
But we're not talking about Troy today. We're talking about Bellerophon.
Okay, so does he kill this evil chimera?
Well, I think with help of Pegasus,
yes,
he is undefeatable, right?
Right, so he got a spear. He put some lead on it.
Why?
Well, because the chimera can shoot fire.
Okay.
So when he stabbed him in the mouth, this melted the lead and then...
And then he couldn't breathe. Chimera couldn't breathe, right?
That's right.
And then Chimera dies.
Yes.
Wow.
So Iobates thinks, oh my goodness, I don't know how to kill this guy. I know, I'll send him on more deadly missions.
But he conquered all of them.
With the help of Pegasus.
Wow, so he was kind of considered the hero. It was like, wow, you're so brave. You are a hero. And I think he became a little bit arrogant, like thinking, oh my gosh, I'm very, very good. No one can beat me.
So he goes to Mount Olympus to live among the gods. But Zeus thinks... Zeus is the king of the gods, right? He thought, who does this guy think he is?
Yes, because he thought he was very arrogant.
Yes, so he sends a fly to go sting Pegasus.
Oh no.
Because without Pegasus, Bellerophon
Do you think he can still complete all these dangerous tasks?
No, I don't know what's going to happen to Pegasus.
What's going to happen to Bellerophon?
All right, let's find out what happens to them.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Let's go.
Bellerophon and Pegasus.
Together they flew off to face the chimera. On the way, Bellerophon stuck some lead onto the tip of his spear.
Today's lesson is called Bellerophon and Pegasus, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And yes, we're reading about a young Greek prince hero, Bellerophon, who, although he did some questionable things, he murdered his brother and fell in love with his uncle's wife or another king's wife. Anyways, he got in trouble. He got kicked out. One king passed him to another king, and Bellerophon was being set up. They were trying to trick him into trying to kill the chimera, a crazy, terrible, powerful, scary monster. But these two kings who Bellerophon upset, these kings are hoping that chimera will eat him and kill him and just get rid of him, which is what the kings want to happen. But Bellerophon won't be alone in fighting the chimera.
Yes, remember at the end of our last lesson, Athena helped Bellerophon out. She made sure that Bellerophon could tame Pegasus, a wild
horse.
By the way, it's a wild, and this is not a typo, it's a wild flying horse.
Very important,
How
the
about
flying part.
It's a flying horse. Yeah. Anyways, yes, he started in Corinth, got kicked out of there, then he moved to the kingdom of King Pretus, and then to King Iobates, yes, and now he's going to go kill the chimera, fingers crossed, he pulls it off. Anyways, together they, Bellerophon and Pegasus, flew off to face the chimera.
Remember, the chimera is that weird monster that's a union or a mix or a joining together of a lion, a goat, and a snake. Not my favorite type of animal. Anyways, on the way, it says, Bellerophon stuck some lead onto the tip of his spear. Interesting. So he's preparing himself for this battle that he's going to have with the chimera. And one thing he's going to do is make his weapon, his spear, I guess, a little more dangerous. Lead is a very soft metal, but as some of you probably know, it's also poisonous. So maybe he's thinking if he can, get some lead into the blood of the chimera, it will kill it very slowly. I mean, because lead can kill you, but not that fast.
And it makes you dumb first. It takes a very long time. Anyways, here we've got the word spear to talk about. It's a noun. A spear is a weapon. It kind of looks like a really long arrow. It's a long stick, let's say, with a pointed end, and you can throw it or you can stab it into people. Ugh. But people do use spears in war, or at least they did in ancient times. For example, the museum has several spears from the Stone Age in its collection. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的故事读到 ，Bellerophon 被驱逐了2次，来到 King Iobates 艾厄贝提斯王这边。那么 King Iobates 他又派他去执行一项必死的任务，也就是要杀死怪物 Chimera。Chimera 它是一只结合狮子、山羊还有蛇，然后还会喷火的怪物。不晓得他能不能顺利完成这个任务？刚刚 Jeff 老师在开场的时候用到片语 pull off。这个片语呢是指达成某事，它是口语用法，通常是指以勇气、智慧等等来奋力达成某一件困难的事。好，故事接着提到。Bellerophon 骑着飞马 Pegasus 一起飞去这边面对喷火怪物 Chimera。那么在途中 ，Bellerophon 把他的武器矛的那个头端呢，有粘了一些铅。好 ，Lead 这个字当名词可以用来指铅这种金属。那这时候它要念作 lead， 不要念作 lead 哦。好，那我们再来看单字 spear， 它表示矛或者是标枪。解华课文中。
Bellerophon and Pegasus.
Pegasus dove toward the monster. It was even more disgusting than the legends had described. Finding an opening, Bellerophon drove the spear deep into the beast's mouth. The chimera raised its head, fire building in its throat. The fire grew, melting the lead in its mouth. Unable to breathe, the monster fell over, dead. Unswayed by Bellerophon's bravery, King Iobates sent Bellerophon on more dangerous missions, hoping that the young hero would not survive.
All right. I can sense that you guys want some action. Well,
action.
Let the action begin.
Bring it on.
We've got Chimera versus Pegasus and Bellerophon. Now, next, Pegasus dove toward the monster. Oh, wow. And by the way, this monster, horrifying, scary, also gross. Yes, Chimera. It was even more disgusting than the legends had described.
It's already a mix of lions, goats, and snakes.
And it hadn't taken a bath ever.
Oh, it doesn't brush its teeth.
Terrible personal hygiene.
Got last week's lunch still stuck on its face.
And you know that the Chimera wasn't eating like pastrami sandwiches. He's probably eating like other animals and other monsters and stuff. Disgusting.
With the body of a lion, it has 4 feet. Let me just say this. 4 Hong Kong feet. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Because these things are disgusting. Someone who doesn't brush their teeth or wash their feet or their body, something that smells like garbage, something that you see that just makes you feel really sick, you would say that's disgusting. So we think of garbage and smelly stuff and dirty stuff like that. For example, there was a disgusting smell in the room. Maybe the windows had been closed and no one had cleaned it in weeks or months. It just was not a nice place to be. There's something disgusting about this animal. Of course, it will make it harder for Bellerophon to fight it, but maybe he's now more determined to win because someone has to do something about this. So let's look at what happens. It says, finding an opening, Bellerophon drove the spear deep into the beast's mouth.
Which one? The goat mouth, the lion mouth, or the snake mouth?
Good question. I would go for the lion mouth. It's biggest and teethiest. That's not a word, but it has big sharp teeth in it. Anyways, he finds an opening. This is like if someone's fighting, they're protecting themselves, but if you move quickly and think faster, you might find a place they're not protecting. So maybe he stuck it at his, stomach, and as he protected there, the mouth was open, so he stuck it in the beast or this monster's mouth. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, now the Chimera raised its head, fire building in its throat.
Whoa, it breathes fire too?
We talked about this last time. Yes, the Chimera, 3 heads. One of them breathes fire.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and more. The fire grew. It's building in the throat there. The fire grew, melting the lead in its mouth.
That's the lead he put on his spear. Oh, so the lead wasn't to poison the Chimera. It was to melt this lead, this soft metal, in its hot, fiery mouth. Of course, then, unable to breathe, the lead sort of blocks its throat. The monster fell over, dead.
Wow.
There you go. He'd won. Amazing. But was the king who sent him on this mission impressed and amazed? No. Unswayed by Bellerophon's bravery, King Iobates sent Bellerophon on more dangerous missions, hoping that the young hero would not survive. Well, you killed the Chimera, well done, but now there's this big monkey, I think he's called King Kong. Can you go oh, you did that, good job. How about going to Japan? I think they have this Godzilla guy I heard about. You can go and take care of him too.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
好，故事最精彩的这个打斗画面要来咯。Bellerophon 骑着飞马冲向那一头怪物，没想到呢，那头怪物竟然比传说中描述的还要恶心。Bellerophon 这时候找到一个空隙，把他的这个武器呢，深深的插进那个喷火怪物的嘴里面。就在这时候，怪物抬起头，火在他的喉咙里面渐渐形成了，这个火势越来越大，然后呢，他嘴里的那个铅就融化了。卡在那边，让他没有办法呼吸，于是他就倒地而死。原来啊，在矛的尖端涂上铅是这种用途。好，不过即使 Bellerophon 英勇的打败 Chimera， 那么 King Iobates 他不为所动，然后他后来又派 Bellerophon 去执行更多的危险任务，存心就是要让他死。好，那我们先来看单字 disgusting。Disgusting 是形容讨厌的、令人作呕的。那么文中用到 unswayed，它表示不受影响的、不为所动的。这个字当中的 un 是否定字首，那么 sway 则是指动摇，所以合在一起 unswayed 表示不为所动。好，接回到课文中。
Bellerophon and Pegasus.
But survive he did. Eventually, Iobates gave up, and tales of Bellerophon's adventures spread. As Bellerophon's fame grew, so did his ego. In his arrogance, he rode Pegasus toward Mount Olympus, ready to live among the gods. Angry that this man dared consider himself the gods' equal, Zeus sent a fly to sting Pegasus. It sent the magical horse reeling, throwing Bellerophon from its back. Fortunately for Bellerophon, Athena was watching and softened his fall. It would not matter in the end, though, as Bellerophon spent the rest of his life wandering the earth, a lonely, crippled man, forever in search of his beloved horse.
So one after another, okay? King Iobates sent Bellerophon on these dangerous missions, and every single time he came back, they did not kill him. These missions, he was able to successfully complete each one. Yes, he was supposed to die, but survive he did, and eventually Iobates gave up. Forget it. I don't have any more dangerous missions for you. So he gave up, and tales of Bellerophon's adventures spread. How about that? He kind of became a hero because of all the amazing and brave things that he did. Anyways, here we have the adverb eventually to talk about. This word eventually means after a period of time has passed, or after a lot of things have occurred. So Iobates gave up after a while. There was a long period of time where he was giving Bellerophon these missions, and then after Bellerophon was able to successfully complete each one, it took a while, but he gave up. Iobates said, okay, that's it. You win.
I can't kill you.
I can't kill you. I can't get you killed. Oh my goodness. What? Am I a good king?
Fine, you have the right. You have the right to live.
Anyways, for example, after looking all over the neighborhood, we eventually found our dog in the park. It took a while, but we finally did find the dog.
All right, so Bellerophon is now fairly safe and more famous for all of his great deeds, his heroic actions. As Bellerophon's fame grew, so did his ego. His ego grew. Your ego is your sort of self-opinion. We often talk about someone having a big head, a big ego. They're full of themselves. They think, I'm pretty awesome and everyone should be lucky to know me. Yeah. That kind of thing.
It's true, because I killed the chimera.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Apparently you did. But anyways, this is the kind of thing that can happen as people become more and more famous. But the most dangerous thing is having people around you telling you how great you are all the time. Eventually you believe it, and your ego, your opinion of yourself will grow or get much bigger.
You become arrogant.
You
yes.
do, you can.
Arrogant is the adjective. Arrogance is the noun. Yes, in his arrogance, Bellerophon, he rode Pegasus toward Mount Olympus, ready to live among the gods.
He thinks he's a god now.
Well, he is, remember, he is the son of a god, or
it's demigod.
Something like that, demigod, but angry that this man dared consider himself the god's equal, Zeus sent a fly to sting Pegasus.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, the flying horse that's flying him up to Mount Olympus. If this fly or maybe a mosquito or something like that makes the horse sick, problem solved. And that's what happened. It says the fly, it sent the magical horse reeling or spinning and, of course, also falling, throwing Bellerophon from its back. Basically, he was thrown from his horse. He wasn't able to reach Mount Olympus, and he's in danger of falling. Imagine, falling off out of a balloon when you're thousands of feet above the ground. So there he is, falling to his death. But fortunately, we read, luckily or fortunately for Bellerophon, Athena was watching and softened his fall.
Yeah, but it would not matter in the end, though, as Bellerophon spent the rest of his life wandering the earth. A lonely, crippled man, forever in search of his beloved horse, Pegasus.
So he didn't die in the fall, but he did get badly hurt.
And he lost Pegasus.
Then he lost Pegasus as well. That's true. Yeah, when someone is crippled, basically they lose the normal function of their limbs. Generally, we mean their legs in this case. So we could talk about someone being crippled in a car accident or a ski accident or something like that, where you might hurt your legs very badly and you can't use them normally. You're probably on crutches or in a wheelchair or something like that for a long period of time, not just for a few months as you get better, but this is the way your body is and your life is now. For example, Troy was left crippled by the many injuries he'd suffered over the course of his career.
Anyways, folks, that's it for our article, our story on Bellerophon. But now it's time for our What Do You Think question. Hey, Mike, considering what happened to him at the end of the story, do you think Bellerophon's actions made him a good person? Why or why not?
That's a really tough question. He is actually an interesting character, but I'd say, in my opinion, Bellerophon did some bad things. For example, murdering his brother was the beginning of it all, but also, having his big ego after he'd done these brave deeds, but he didn't need to, feel so proud of himself. And that's maybe partly why he ended up, losing everything.
There you go. All right, folks, with that, our lesson has come to an end, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
Bellerophon 被派去执行更多危险任务，那他都有顺利完成，有存活下来。最后 King Iobates 只好放弃杀死他的念头。那么后来 Bellerophon 的探险事迹传了开来，他的名气越来越大，那他本人也变得越来越自负。他自大到什么程度呢？他竟然骑着飞马飞往奥林帕斯山他想要跟众神一起生活，他觉得自己可以跟众神并列，觉得自己是众神之一了。可是话说回来，如果他真的是海神的儿子，也算是一半的神吧。好，老师们刚刚用到 demigod，demigod 这个字可以指半神半人，也就是神和人所生下的后代。好，那这边还有一个单字 eventually。 Eventually 表示最后、终于，它是当副词来用。那么补充单字 ego 表示自尊心或是自负。还有 arrogance 表示傲慢、自大，它的形容词是 arrogant 是形容傲慢的、自大的。故事最后提到，宙斯很生气，他觉得这个凡人怎么竟然敢自认跟众神平起平坐呢？于是就派了一只苍蝇去叮飞马，然后飞马被叮了之后就剧烈的摇晃 ，Bellerophon 就从马背上摔下来了。好，那幸运的是雅典娜女神有出手帮忙，她有减缓她的坠落。只是呢 ，Bellerophon 他接下来他剩下的那辈子的日子呢，都是在人间到处流浪，当一个孤单的白咖，不断的在找他心爱的马。最后来看单字 cripple。cripple 这个动词表示使跛脚，使什么伤残。那文中用到过去分词 crippled 来形容跛脚的、伤残的。Mike 老师提到说，跛脚可能会用到拐杖或是用到轮椅。好，老师这时候用到 crutch，crutch 表示拐杖，那它常常会用复数形。我们用 on crutches 就表示使用拐杖，拄着拐杖走路。好，还有 wheelchair 则是指轮椅。再看文中的补充单字 soften 表示使缓和，使什么变软，也就是在 soft 软的后面加上 en 把它变成动词。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有3个，第一个是独立分词构句的用法，第二个是 as 主词1加动词1，逗号 so 加助动词加主词2的句型，第三个是 consider 表示认为的用法。好，那我们先来学独立分词构句的用法。在介绍这个用法之前，我们要先复习分词构句的用法哦。好，我们用对的连接词 and 去连接2个主词相同的子句时，你可以省略 and， 再把其中一句的主词省略，然后把那一句的动词改成分词。动词是主动，就用现在分词 VING， 被动就用过去分词 PP。举例来说 ，He walked into his study, sitting down at the desk。他走进书房并坐在书桌前。那我们看到句子里面的 sitting 就是从 and he sat 简化而来的。好，那我们接着就来看独立分词构句的用法。以对等连接词 and 连接2个主词不一样的子句时，可以省略 and， 然后把其中一个子句的动词改成分词。要特别注意，这个用法当中2个主词是各自独立的，都不能省略哦。好，那我们用例句来看比较清楚。She looked at the picture and tears rolled down her cheeks. 她看着那张照片，泪水从脸颊滑落。好，我们看到前后子句的主词不一样，一个是 she， 一个是 tears， 所以这2个主词都要保留哦。然后我们省略连接词 and， 再把后半句的动词 rolled 改成现在分词 rolling， 那句子就会简化成 She looked at the picture.Tears rolling down her cheeks。 好，接着我们来学 as 加上主词1加动词1，逗号 so 助动词加上主词2的用法。这个句型呢是用来表达随着什么什么什么东西也怎么样怎么样。那句型当中的这个 as 它是当连接词来表达随着怎么样怎么样，用来引导时间副词子句。那后半句这个 so 助动词加主词2则表示情况跟前面的子句相同。例如 As the game's popularity grew, so did the company's ambition. 随着那款游戏越受欢迎的程度越增长，那间公司的野心也越来越大了，一起成长。好，那我们最后来学Consider 它表示认为的用法。动词 consider 可以指认为或是将什么视为，那它的用法是 consider 加受词加上 to be 再加名词或形容词，其中的 to be 可以省略，这表示说认为某人或某事物是怎么样怎么样的。例如 They consider him to be a weirdo， 也可以说 They consider him a weirdo， 他们认为他是个怪咖。Weirdo 就是怪咖。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
English in action. I'm Holly.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane.
All right. 所以我们今天的主题是什么呢？什么？哦，我会守口如瓶。I'm not gonna tell that secret.
Quiet. 好，那我们先看对话。
我们先安静看对话。
Okay. Please don't tell anybody that I'm dating the professor.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed.
Hey, everybody, he's dating the professor.
哎，所以我不会讲出去，到底要怎么说？Say it. Oh, my lips are sealed.
My lips are sealed. So seal means closed and nothing can
对
come out.
，seal 就是把它合起来，把它封起来。
Right? Makes
所以把
sense,
你的
right?
嘴唇封起来，就是你不会讲出去。
Right. Or you can say, I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, to myself 其实就是我自己而已，所以这个东西我只会在我身上，
我不会说出来。
对
Or this one 就是比较一个算是个 idiom.
，OK， 一个成语嘛。
Mum's the word.
什么意思啊？妈妈是一个字。
其实我真的不知道 mum 是像英国人会说的 mum.
对，因为美国人会讲妈
Mom, right?
对，
可是
不会讲 mum
我不知道为什么 mum's the word. 可是这个意思就是对，我不会说出来。
我知道为什么，因为小时候只要你就是 get in trouble 的时候，然后妈妈在附近，你就会突然就不能讲话什么的。
这就是妈妈来了。
然后就会很严肃，不能讲。没
事，
没事，我们什么都没做的。Yeah, so mum's the word.
Maybe. Okay, so next time, if you don't know how to sing it, not sing, or sing, or say it, right? Then
靠我们就对了。
My lips are sealed.
My lips are sealed.
I'll keep it to myself.
I'll keep it to myself.
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word.